Carmen, Benita. Today, Benita, we're going to make a pop-up bag. Now, I've seen this style. I think I've got something similar. It's kind of like my pop-up little gingerbread house, but we're going to do it as a bag. But I'm going to make mine as a craft bag, but yours could be a handbag, it could be a tool bag, it could be just a bag full of flowers, it could just be a thing for you to build on. It doesn't even really have to be a bag. So think of a pop-up box, but in the card. Yeah, it's dead easy. Don't need any dies. That's what the Wednesday craft alongs are all about. It's literally making it from scratch. But I've just chosen to use my crafty stamps and the dies here. I'm not sure what paper. I might use the craft design papers, but I also might use like the florals or something from this one, or the new mosaic backgrounds as well. I baked a blueberry loaf. It's yummy. Oh, nice. That does sound good. I received your new collection today. I will be playing. Yay! Lots of you getting it. Yeah, so it's really easy. Like I said, there's quite a few tutorials already out there. And I was looking on Pinterest and I saw one come up. So I thought, yeah, we'll give that one a go. Oh, dear. I'm now back to standing up again. I'm more productive when I stand up and craft. I've got my bureau, which I can sit down when I want and do all the boring admin and editing and stuff. But for crafting, I do like to stand up. I just feel I get a lot more done. Vicky, you got it, did you? Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing what you make. Pippa, hello. Very happy delivery. Fabulous face bundle arrived today. Someone's already shared a card earlier. I think that was the first one that I'd seen with it being you, so that's nice. You need coffee, Sam. I've got a coffee. This is actually my barn door. This is a real, it's not a sticky surface or anything. This is my door. I still don't know what I'm going to do with it, so I just thought I'll use it as a desktop for the minute. It's on top of my Alex drawers, and then it has a stack of the old shelves from my Billy bookcase at either end to give it a bit more height, because I lost the Billy bookcase on moving day. So I had all the spare shelves. So I thought I'll keep them because they're handy bits of wood. So yeah, I've literally got... And then just underneath here, in fact, I can probably show you what I've done. It's all temporary because I'm thinking I'm actually going to make this. I'm gonna build my own desk. So if you see here, looks terrible, but for the minute, because I'm still working out how I want all this. But I love this setup. And then either side, you can see I've got my Billy bookcases there. So very similar to how I had it in the old craft room, which I loved. So I've tried to recreate that here, but what I'm thinking of doing is going and measuring and getting a very long piece of wood cut, getting all supports put in on the walls, and have the desk running literally from wall to wall, and then have half Billy bookcases on top, and then have all Alex drawers, and then the other little ledge underneath, because it's fantastic, this ledge underneath, for my trimmers, my scoreboard, all those flat things, craft mats and things like that. So yeah, so I'm trialing this setup for the minute, because once I get the setup 100% and stuff is screwed down, then I can get my camera properly screwed into the ceiling. I've just not done it yet, and thank goodness, because I've changed my desk now. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in 6 months. That's why I've not done the craft room tour, because I'm not happy with the craft room yet. So this I'm loving, this way set up, like I said. But yeah, because this door I do want to put back into the house somewhere. I just don't know where yet. I took it off the kitchen because it actually took up too much room, and it completely cut the kitchen off from the rest of the house. And since taking it down, filling in where it was, it looks so much better. So this is either going to go, maybe one day if I build out the back garden or any kind of extension or whatever, then this door can be put back in again. But for now, it does make a really nice desk. Yeah, window's right in front of me, so I've got more my natural light. Yeah, so that's the plan. So you might get a little, you shouldn't get too much, because it is pretty solid, but yeah. They're from IKEA, Karen, Alex drawers. Okay, so I'm going to have a sip of my coffee and we can get cracking. I did that in my craft room using a kitchen worktop. Yeah, see, that's what my mum's got, Julie. My mum has got the leftover. She was really fortunate, actually. It's solid granite. It's absolutely beautiful. And they had a massive piece left over. Now, they could have taken that away, but the guy said to my dad, look, we don't want to take it. Do you want to keep it? And he helped my dad take it upstairs, and it literally almost fits like a glove. It's the whole length of my mum's craft room, so it goes from wall to wall. And he just made all the supports. It's got a metal leg in the middle, and she can score on it, she can ink on it, whatever she wants. It does. It's like indestructible. So a lot of people have kitchens as their craft room, don't they? You know, like the cupboards and the countertops and stuff, because it is perfect, really. So yeah, lots to think about, but it's all good fun. It does make a lovely desk. No, I must admit, it is nice. And I just thought, it's just been resting against the wall in the hallway, because that's still, it's just, you know, a dumping ground is where I keep a lot of my tools and stuff. But I thought, actually, let's put it on top of this and use it for the minute and get it out of the way. Because I haven't got a shed yet, so lots to go on. Lots and lots and lots. Right, so if you want to craft along, bear with me. I'm just going to get some card. And I think this is going to go into a 6x6 card blank. So we can make that. I've got those already made, sorry. So I'm just going to work out the measurements, because I, again, haven't planned this ahead of time. I always do it kind of from scratch with you guys. So let me be 100% before I, yeah, take this all apart, you know, give you the measurements. So ideally, I think 4.5 is going to be a nice width of a bag to go inside the card. And then we need a little bit on each side. Let's see if I can get it from one piece. And then 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Yeah, we will. We can cut this all from, score it all from one piece. So let me just work this out. And then, like I said, I'll tell you what to cut it down to. So if we do, because I'm going to add little pockets to the front of this as well. 2, 3, 4.5. And then 1, 2, 4. Oh, hang on. I'll just do that then. So that one. 1, 2, 3, 4.5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4.5. And then we need a tab, which is going to be, I'm going to do a 1/4 inch because it's going to stick inside. So you're going to need a piece of 11 3/4. Sorry, 11 1/4. I know those of you that have your 11 inch, you could just still have it and then add your tab, stick it on separately. Otherwise, cut it from a piece of 12 by 12. Or instead of doing yours at 4.5 wide, do 4 1/4. And then you've got your tab at the end. So you could do yours at 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 5 1/4, and then 6 1/4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4.5, 10 3/4, and then you've got your 1/4 inch tab to stick it together. That's if you've got letter size, if you've got 11 inch long. I'd love kitchen cupboards, the pull out drawer. If I did, yeah, it's, I'm definitely, I have been looking on like Marketplace and stuff, just under like furniture, you know, storage furniture and stuff, just to see if people are getting rid of old countertops and stuff. Because some, to be honest, there's been a few that I've seen and it's literally still in their kitchen. They're like free if you come and take it apart and take it. And I'm like, I'm not in a position to do that. And the length that I need, I'd have to hire a van to get it as well. So I'd rather get it with other things. If someone's selling a long piece of kitchen with all the cabinets underneath and it's in good nick, then I'd probably go for that. And almost get rid of the Alex drawers. So, on assignment along with you, I'm assignment along with you instead of craft. Oh, right. What are you studying? I can see today going to cost me yet more money. I seem to have spent a fortune since discovering your amazing products. Oh, Pippa, but they are good. So hopefully it's money well spent. I love kitchen. I've done that one. I'd be with you in a mood, just catching. Oh, no problem. Don't worry. So yeah, right. And then again, let me just do this, and then I will give you. See, now the height of it's going to be up to you. I think again. No, I don't want it to be a square. I think I'm going to do 3.5 as the height, because we're going to have things popping out. So I'll cut there. 3.5. So it would be 4 actually that you want to cut. I'm going to go over all this again in a second. Oh, I forget how I need to sharpen that. It's a bit annoying actually, because it's meant to be self-sharpening, but I think I need to get some foil on it again, because I remember I did do that before and it did sharpen it up quite nicely. Okay, so if you're just joining and you would like to craft along, you're going to need to cut yourself a piece of 11.25 by 4 cardstock. Okay, and along the long side you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 5.5, 6, 6.5 and 11. With that 1/4 inch tab at the bottom, rotate it and score at 1/2 inch. That's the 1/2 inch tab that we're going to connect it to the card. Okay, so you want to fold and burnish all the score lines. Just fold them all the same way for the minute. Okay. And along the bottom, you're going to remove the 2 little squares in the left corner. I'll lay this down in a minute so that those of you who are still scoring, you can see what I've cut away. Those 2 in the middle there, and then that tiny little bit at the bottom. Okay. What's going to happen is we're going to concertina fold these sections, and then this is going to come around and stick behind that one, and then that's going to stick in the middle of the card, and that's our little bag that's going to pop up, but we need to heavily decorate it. So if I just lay that flat so you can see what I've cut away. So it's the 2 little squares here, the 2 little squares in the middle, and the little rectangle on the right hand corner. That's what you want to cut away. Okay. I'm just going to get my card blank. 6 by 6. I might actually put this in. I've got all these pre-made coloured ones here, so if I actually work out what card I want to use, I can then I thought I'd check what was in that before I opened it. Do you remember when I done that pop-up card, the butterfly? That was one of my test ones. Isn't that cool? I need to keep that and use it for something. Tutorial for that butterfly pop-up card's already on the channel. But I've got all these here. So if I can match one of them with my paper. what do we do? What do we do? Do we keep it all craft related? I think I'm going to use the mosaic, you know, because they're brand new, and I've just got dried paint there from a project I'm working on, which will I will show you in due course. Purples would be nice. Green. I might do purple. What was the other one there? The blue. I think I'm going to do purple. Let's just see how that would look, because that could go maybe in that one. Kind of goes with the real light colour there. Just, I keep these all in my drawer and I might as well get them used. I think that's going to look a bit busy. I don't know, because I could do purple pockets and all the tools could have a purple kind of hue to them, or do I go with the green? And I can do green, yellows and pinks look nice together. No, I think I'm going to do green. I love the purple, but I think I'm going to go with green, just because the other colours that I want to colour, like the tools in and stuff, they all go nicely with the green. Hey everybody, I'm missing some of the chat while I'm deciding. I don't like those grey ones, they're a bit flimsy. Oh, I could put it on craft. No, but then I should have done the bag in craft. Maybe I'll just stick it in a white. I'll make a white one. I'll make a card blank. I seem to be out. I need to buy some more. Okay. Use this one to get my trimmer instead. Hey Lynn. Down to, so I'm just quickly making a card blank. It's 5, this is a piece of A4, so it would be just under 6 by 6. You always want to cut it along the short side at 5 7/8 and then score at 5 7/8. What colour CCP pens would you suggest for a Malibu and Coke in one of your cocktail glasses? It's just the dark. It's almost black because of the Coke, isn't it? So you want to go for the darkest browns, really, with a little bit of like a foam fizz at the top. It's like a creamy colour. I'm just looking at them now. And so, unless I swatch them out, oh actually I've got the swatch, haven't I? That might help. Have you done your little swatch thing that Lou done? I'd literally just hold that. I'd Google Malibu and Coke picture and then just match up your swatch. I'm thinking like milky white mixed in a little bit with like these colours really. You want it really dark. You might even want to put in like a warm grey. I'd Google Malibu and Coke in a glass, and then you'll be able to get a better match. I used to drink that all the time, Malibu and Coke. Again, I'm getting fluffy edges now. I need to replace the blade in that one as well. I've got a new die machine coming, courtesy of Craft Stash, because my Big Shot handle is actually, the cog is snapped inside, so it's completely at it now. I've replaced the handles too many times. It gets way too much use. Now it needs I need a new machine. I can't just keep replacing. and fixing it. Actually, I've just thought I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to put acetate on the front because I like these pop-up styles where you can see. So I might have it so you take it out of the envelope that way. I'm going to trim there, I think. Keep it this size. Don't trim it if you don't want to add acetate. It just means you have a clear front. If you keep it as it is, if you just, you know, everything else will be the same. It's just me being a bit different. I do, I think 2. Yeah. So I'm going to replace all of that with acetate. So the idea is that you'll see, I did this a lot with my pop-up, what was it, the pop-up hat. It was like a bonnet or something, I think I did. I've done quite a few pop-up cards like this. Have you gone with another? Yeah, to be honest, I just said, what have they got going around the warehouse? Because they get sent a lot of things, samples, things to try. So I've got a big shot coming. Yeah. I should have got that one in that charity shop now. And the Gemini's all packed up to be sold, so I'm not getting that all out again because I've sorted all that out. And like I said, I've just got to get the eBay listings all live. Sam, I got my tax return money yesterday ready for a few of your future launches. Nice. It's always good when that happens. So I actually only need the mosaics going to be on the back there. So this is going to pop up here. I think we'll decorate it when it's all stuck down. So is everyone happy with the measurements of this piece before we start to stick it in? Hey to everybody watching who's at work, 'cause I know lots of you listen with your headphones on when your bosses aren't watching. So little screens on the computer. There's one lady who always watches, and she says she has me in a little like picture on her computer work screen, but she can never join in and chat or anything. Hey Rianne, Cara, I love the acetate idea. It's also, it then means I don't have to decorate the front. Well, all I've got to do is that little bit, and that's where I usually put a sentiment. So, I love the Big Shot machines. They are really good. Right, everyone seems okay with the measurements. So, take my glue, and you just want to run it along your little tab here. Fold that over and then just sit that one right over the top. And we'll have this join at the back, so not that it looks bad, but I always like to put the joins away from the front. I'd like to get that Lynn, but it's just always out of stock. Always out of stock whenever I've then decided I need to look at buying one. I think it would fit really nice in my craft room because of the colour, and also I like that it's more slimline and you can just sit the plates on top. So, oh, talking about plates, I did try my Sizzix Sidekick plates in my die machine, and they actually work really well. So you can buy these on their own. Plus, they actually match really nicely. So it's been a bit of a frustration from me and many of you that Craft Stash just aren't doing replacement plates. So these are the last of my nice plates left. These are obviously knackered, so I'm going to get a replacement. But if you are looking for a replacement, I'm going to use them today actually, because I need to cut the small craft ones. They will work. But again, you know, you have to just be careful. I mean, long term, I can't see why it wouldn't. I can't see it causing any issues, but you will see me using those in there. Plus, like I said, from a visual perspective, they actually look really nice. So, yeah, I know I'm sending money to Sizzix, but it means we can still use our little die machine because I love this little thing. Yeah. So I think mine will probably work even better if they want split, because obviously they've lost a little bit of their depth. But I like these kind of plates as well. So yeah, there you go. Am I doing a female version of the male black stamp sets? Yeah, I will do. It won't be anything anytime soon because we're that far ahead, but there is something already down, I think think that one's been submitted. So yeah, there will be, but yeah, not in the immediate future. Yeah, not in the immediate future. Yeah, that's the plates that I wanted, Simone. That's the ones that I said it's got to be the Spellbinder, because I had the Grand Caliber when I was getting this one, you know, when they were thinking about doing it. So I said I don't want the clear plates. I want the solid ones, which is these, which are really nice. However, these ones, you can see how much I've used it, and they've not warped one bit, which for clear plates is pretty good, because usually they're the ones that do, you know, you traces. I know, but what do they expect me to do? I'm not throwing a perfectly good, very cute die cutting machine away because I haven't got the plates for it anymore. So there you go. Maybe we can do a collab with Sizzix. Because you didn't offer it. I know. Yeah, no, I don't blame you, Jill. I zoomed in. Someone mentioned it. That's what made me then test it. Someone mentioned it when we were talking about it before. No, I took the sneak peeks out, Jeanette. They were at the back. I took them out because I knew there'd be people like you doing exactly what you said you were trying to do. I love it. Now, I'm thinking you may have to trim the tabs because they need to sit right next to each other. And that's going to pull the bag out. But, oh no, it might be okay. So, you want to fold it all flat. Concertina in the sides, like this. Fold it all flat so your tabs are hanging out. And you want to stick these down so that it sits right next to the score line. That's where we're going to attach it. Put glue on both sides, and then when we open it, it's going to pull it out, and you want them to sit across the score line, like so. Sorry, not sorry. God loves a try. Okay, so that's what we need to do next. So I'm going to take, oh, do I want to use quick grab, or I'm going to use the construction glue. It will actually take a little bit longer to dry, but long term it's going to, I think, be more sturdy. So I'm just going to add my glue on this side first. Oh, if you want to stick your paper in, you want to do that before actually. So I'm just thinking I better stick this in first. And I need to stick my acetate as well. So maybe I've just got a bit ahead of myself. Do I want that to cover the whole piece? Yeah, I guess it would look quite nice, wouldn't it, covering the whole area, but not over the join. So I'm going to run my glue. Again, anybody new, this is how the craft alongs are. It's me sometimes testing a brand new style, so sometimes there might be a little error. Steps won't be in order. It's just how it is. And then I transfer these over onto YouTube, but I'm aware I've got about 6 tutorials that I've done in lives that I haven't done put onto YouTube yet, and that's purely because I've been so incredibly busy with designing, with launches. I had 2 quite close together, so that now we're in that cycle of the first week of every month. So going forward now, all my launches are the first week of every month. So we're now, that's good. So I'm not going to have any, you know, really close together, because I think it was like 2 weeks between another one not too long ago. Had Nan down. I haven't been well. So yeah, it's just been a lot of things. So I am now feeling like I'm getting back into my routine again. So I'll start getting them all up. I've got some YouTube tutorials coming, because again, with design work and stuff, and I do work for CCP as well, so I had to prioritize all of that. So yeah, just gets a bit busy sometimes. Reminds me of the inside bottom. Well, this is what I was saying in the when I launched it. The blue one definitely is like bathroom water kind of theme. Will you be bringing out new tools? As I would love a tea ruler. I haven't. Let me just double check. I'm just thinking ahead. No. However, there are talks of things. I've just, well, this week they're still working on it. working on something very exciting for near the end of the year. What else? What else has been going on? Well, I can't tell you anyway, but there's been fun things going on. And then we'll cover the front of this one. So I just want to leave the hinge, like the join there in the middle. Love the layering stencil video. Yeah, it was really nice. They're lovely. Actually, I need to share that. I forgot it's Wednesday and it's gone out today, isn't it? The Creative Craft Products, the rotating stamping platform. If you have that, you'll remember the launch. Where is it? Here. You've got these bits on here. And it was mentioned that it will all become clear what these are used for in the near future, and therefore our new layering stencils and stencils in general. So all our stencils now that Creative Craft Products bring out will have these little 2 holes and then this kind of triangle or point, arrow, whatever. And it means you can clip your stencils in. And I did a tutorial showing and launching all that this morning. So that's over on the Craft Stash YouTube channel. And yeah, I made 2 very pretty cards, which I have just here. I used my brick background. I love this one. So these are using the new layering stamps, and that's my brickwork embossing folder, and that's the other one there. So yeah, if you like layering, florals, there's just the 2 at the moment, but I know they'll be doing more. I must investigate that. Oh, I've just had an email from Tonic with the chance to pre-order the tangerine. Oh, well, that's the big one. So yes, I will be interested. Yes, very much so. Because I still need to replace the big clumpy Big Shot Plus. It's a lovely machine if you've got loads of room, but I have a fight with it daily and it weighs a ton. Anybody know how much the tangerine weighs, actually? So, yeah. Definitely, I would be interested in pre-ordering, because that's your A4 machine. So I don't use it a lot, but whenever I use obviously my showstoppers and any of my larger dies, then I need that bigger machine. Right, so that's how the card's going to look. And then I'll stick my acetate onto the front, so we can carry on doing the pop-up for now. Now that might still be wet enough. Yeah, it is. It's the good thing about this glue. It dries rock hard, but you've got so much kind of wiggle time. So you just want to sit this, oh, wrong side, this side here, so it lines up to the fold there. Just make sure that it's not over the fold. You want that fold to be able to move like it is for me, and just stick that down. So if I just lift it up, you see straight away what it's going to do. We're making a little pop-up. For me, it's going to be a pop-up craft bag. So we're going to add little pockets to it, and we're going to have our craft supplies popping out of the top. I might even end up trimming this down a little bit, which you can still do even once you've attached it. It's not that heavy. A few years back I did that pre-order thing. They took my money, but then I never came. See, pre-orders are funny. Have they given a date of when they think it's going to come? Because that's the thing with a pre-order. Say, for example, I don't know if Crafts still offer pre-order. I know we did do it. But if you pre-ordered something and then it was being reordered from the factory, you could be waiting like 3 months. So pre-orders are good if it's quick. Like it's just it's landing next week, and then that's when it will be dispatched to you. That's fine. But you need to double check the dates for when you'll literally then get it released, because yeah, you don't want to put your money down on something that is, well, has it even been made? My plus sits on a shelf but needs hubby. Yeah, it's just so heavy. It really is. It's a brilliant machine. Love Sizzix, but it's just too much for me. I need something a bit smaller. My Big Shot Plus has its own work table. Don't have to move it. That's a good idea. And then add your glue along the other side. And just keep that all squashed down. And then close up the card. Just hold that there for a minute. My large machine is Spellbinders, love it. I use the Spellbinders. Is that the cream with the gold? I think that's the one that I used in head office, because head office have got about 4 or 5 machines, because they try our dies when they come and test them. They test them through all different machines, because obviously we've all got the different machines. So the most common machines, Gemini, Spellbinders, Big Shot, Tangerine, they've got them all there at head office, so they can test all the dies through them. They are beautiful. I did the card samples for the stamps. Oh, nice, you got to play with them as well. Sam, I cleaned out your empty accent glazed bottom and filled it with colour. That's a good idea for decanting, actually, isn't it? So again, just carefully open it up, and you can see inside that they're sitting side by side, the 2 tabs there. I'm just going to take my ruler. Oh, okay, it's not stuck yet. Sometimes I find that if it unsticks, it goes like stringy, and then when you bond it back together again, it's almost like instant grab. That's the cloud glue, by the way, I'm talking about. So sometimes I find if you leave it a little bit just exposed, like that was just sat there, it's actually more sticky just before it's about to like set. There we go. Once the acetate's on the front of that, we'll work that fold a bit more. It will open nicely. So there's our little pop-up, whatever you want it to be. But I do think, because I'm going to have the handles kind of hanging down, might put little eyelets and have actual little ribbon handles. I just think it might need to come down 1/2 inch. I think what we do is we'll start stamping and colouring all of the images, and then we'll come back to this and we can add the pockets and do all of that stuff. Because I think until I've got what I want to use on it, it's going to be a bit difficult for me to decide whether or not I'm going to trim it down. And we'll add the acetate and everything. I'm going to leave that open like so for a minute, just so I can get that settled. I've done that one. I still have a beautiful black quick cuts machine. It's very old and looks so elegant. Oh, nice. I like my Sizzix switch. It's okay on the end of my table. Yeah, it's another great machine. What weight card did you use for the bag? That's the 300 GSM Smooth Craft Stash card. I have the cut and boss machine. Love it. That was is that Create and Craft? The cut and boss. I think it is. And it's very similar to I used to have the electric Big Blue tattered lace machine. Your Grand Caliber was brilliant. I really like that machine. Hey Tracy. Sorry, I just missed the first 30 minutes. That's all right. I've been trying to find the stamps for your new collection. Eventually found them. My room's a mess now. Oh, I've been there. For cutting tiny pieces, I use the MTS Mini right at my table, because if I use a bigger one, I usually lose the pieces. Hi Sam, just got home from work. How are you? I'm well, thank you, Carla. Hope you're okay. Right, let's stamp out some of these images. So I'm using my Paper Crafting Fun. I'm going to use this paper from the leftover from the bag. Have you made any cards? Yeah, I've done one on the last Friday mix and match, I think it was. When did I do the funny one where the couple are walking away from each other? And I've just done my neighbour's card. I gave it to her. The wedding's on Saturday, so I'll have a wedding tutorial going out next week as well. I'm sure her daughter won't see my video, but I don't want to put it out before, just in case. So yeah, the idea is you'd have like the scoreboard like hanging out. I think it needs to come down 1/2 inch. So we'll stamp that one. I'm going to have a few of the blending brushes coming out of one of the pockets. Trimmer. Circle cutter. scissors. See, they're all going to look really cool. In fact, everything can pretty much pop out of this bag. So we'll stamp. I'm going to do this in Memento, and then that way I can use my alcohol markers. Got your trifold, and so I use the trifold 5x7 doubled up with the wedding card. In fact, the two, it's already there. If you go to the Facebook Live, that's what I did, but I faced the couple the right way, and it says to your daughter and son-in-law on your special day or something. So it's nicer. Rather than them walking away. Sam, do you have a new desk, or is it? No, this is my kitchen barn door. So I wanted to trial this setup, and I think I'm going to go and buy some long bits of wood, and I'm going to have two, one under the other, and yeah, just change it up a little bit. So the IKEA furniture was great in my old place, but me personally, in terms of the furniture that I like, I don't actually like white furniture. It's great in an office space and stuff, but it's not my style. I would love to, you know, have a big like draftsman's table or an old architect's table with like the leather in it. That's more my style. So slowly I will be replacing. I've already got the big bureau in here. I'll be replacing a lot of this white furniture for more just odd bits that I find over the years. And I'm actually downsizing quite a lot of stuff because me and Lou were talking the other day, and I've just got so many other bits now that I haven't used in many years, and I just think, no, I'm not going to need them anymore. Which is why I'm starting to sell stuff, so you'll see that when I get the eBay shared. So those are done. Now I've got this lovely big space now, or bigger space. I want to have a chair in here, a nice rug. I'd like to eventually have a little coffee machine up here. And with all the bits I've got that I don't really use, I think, well, I'd rather it have things in it that I would use. Monty can sit up on the chair. I can sit on there when I want to just chill. So, yeah. I love it. I've not used my stamps yet because I've lost my mojo at the moment. Well, that mojo is going to come back, Maureen. Right, what can we do to get Maureen's mojo back? We need to find that mojo. We need to give it back to you. IKEA prefer the white stained oak rather than the white. Said it's great stuff, great for like little startups and all that kind of thing, but it doesn't move well. I've learned that, and yeah, I just want to get some nice pieces. There is a lovely desk in the charity shop near me. It's 50 quid, and it is like a massive big, but it's I need something longer. I like this idea of a big wooden top, you know, like I've got. But as the chaotic person that I am, I've got about 1,700 jobs going on at the moment in my head. So I picked my door up on my lunch breaks. I forgot about it because of Easter, bank holidays. He was off on holiday as well. So yeah, anyway, I went and collected it. So that's all been stripped. That was dipped. So that is now downstairs leaning against the wall. So I'm going to get that up at the weekend. I painted my lovely drinks cabinet, which I am so pleased with. It was a lovely little Sunday upcycle, and it came out brilliantly. So once the door's up, the dining room's nearly done. I've just got to, well, I've got to build the corner seat, but otherwise it's not far off being done. And then the wallpaper for the kitchen has, bless her, the lady who's Daisy, no, what's it called? Oh gosh, her name's gone. Oh So Daisy. Oh Daisy? Oh So Daisy? She sent me a message the other day of the sample of the wallpaper, and now she's just shared some pictures of it up in her studio. And so that's not going to be long. So once I get my hands on the wallpaper, I can pick the paint and I can get my kitchen cabinets painted. So, yeah. Lots going on. Love your upcycles. I love upcycling. I did a lot of that in my old house before I moved abroad. I upcycled so much stuff. Yeah, 3 blending brushes. I think that's enough. We'll have a little card poking out the top. Got to have some of the tape. The paper's going to look really good. Found out I'll do that on another piece. Pokey tool and burnishing tool. They can go on here. Actually, if I do, put that down there. Just want to make sure I can get the dies around them all. When my creativity was gone, I started to declutter my room. Then I wanted to use it all. I would love a whole craft room. I just have a small portion to use in one room. That's where I started though. I just had a cupboard. I had a little cupboard when I lived abroad. Because when I lived here, the crafts I was doing was just like under the stairs. I was doing all kinds of things. But I would just do it like the table. Whereas when I moved abroad, I just had a little cupboard when I was in Malaysia. It wasn't until I got to China that then there was a spare room. So I used that. And then I used my mum's, because my mum's had a craft room for a long time. So anything I did need to do, I'd do at mum's. I guess you'd take your craft mat as well. So we'll stamp that one. Let's actually try and get them all on one. Oh, why is the power going on my iPad? I thought that's... Oh, but it's because I'm streaming live. Great, I'm going to lose the power. I can use my laptop, but I just want to... I am going to end up moving this camera so it won't be as wobbly next time. Or I'll put a better support underneath this piece. I think it just probably needs... Yeah, I think if I get a better... I might just extend the wood panels actually underneath. My mum's scrap journals were amazing. Oh, she loved doing those. So I'm making a pop-up bag, but it's going to be a craft bag. I should have a look at my dies and stamps I've had for ages and sort them out and sell if I don't. Sell them on. If you don't use it, sell it. The craft products, some of them really do keep their value. If not, you can. If they're rare things, you can probably get more than what you paid for them. Craft supplies, always people are after. Because there's always people starting off, but then there's also people who have sold it and then thought, actually, I wish I hadn't, so they want it back again. I'm just going to quickly clean these now. So, you know, if you sell it and then afterwards you think, oh, crumbs, you're more than likely going to be able to find it again. But that's how a lot of people buy my collections and just buy new products and stuff. They buy it, they use it, enjoy it, and then sell it on. That's why we've got all like the de-stash groups on Facebook. Loads of people sell stuff on eBay. So... sell it. If it's sat there collecting dust, sell it, because there'll be someone else who will enjoy and love to use it. I still love finding things now in like charity shops and stuff. Could you get the charity shop desk and then attach the wood lengths to them? I don't know if I'd want it. It's too nice to like start doing bits with. I just want it, if I had that, it'd just be as it is, as a nice big desk. It was more square than rectangle. So to be fair, I mean, as lovely as it is, if I wanted something right at that end of it, I'd probably find myself stretching over it a lot. Whereas this one's about 60 centimetres deep, which is fine. I've got a D-Stash craft fair on Saturday. I've got loads of stuff that you've not used in years. That's kind of like what that scrap store's like up in Saltash that I went to. You know, that's where people have just got rid, and then you can always go there and maybe find it again. It's funny because I donated stuff to a charity shop, and then, you know, a few days, whatever, a week later, I go in there because I shop in there as well. I was looking at stuff thinking, oh, I used to have that, and then I remembered, I was like, oh, that is my donation. So but I like how much space now I've got on this desk. Something very satisfying about laying all your stamps back on the plate. There we go. The only thing I've got to remember is I can't colour on this because these are actual dips. You can see the old woodworm and all the exit holes. But it is a lovely old door considering it's very old. So I'm going to use the glass plate actually. I think I'll use this. Not a fan of glass mats, but for colouring on that would be fine. Don't want to get the lamps on it though, that bugs me. There we go. I don't like that. Right, let's do a bit of colouring. So I want the colours to go with the green. So I think we'll go with, like I said, yellows, oranges and pinks. They're all going to go nicely. To be honest, I could put any colour, but I think those will go nice. So we'll do the blending brushes first and I can pick the colours. So we'll do, get my scrap card. Yeah, Lou uses saucepan. Oh no, she did. No, that's actually in her kitchen. I was just thinking then. I'm sure I've seen Lou do that. I'm gonna just bring it down. So I'll just sit up a little bit higher. There we go. So do the brush. Oh no, I was meant to do the handle. It's like they've not been used yet. I'll stamp that one again. I want the handles coloured because there's more of that. Although, no, I'll put them in the pocket, I think, so then you'll see them better. Keep up with the chat. Here comes the best part, watching sound colour. I'll come down a bit closer. Okay, and then I can see the chat then as well. We were in a scrap store ages and we said they were recommended. She said, is that the lady from Facebook? She said to me when I went there, she went, are you Sam? Because we got chatting. And I said, yeah. She went, yeah, we've had quite a lot of people coming into the store because of you. I said, yeah, I shared it on my page. And she went, thank you so much. So we've had some really lovely donations. And that day, someone had donated, I think it was an old cricket machine. Are you in the chat now? Was it you? Colours, so for the pinks, I've used the number 6 and 17 of the pinks. Things like that embarrass me though. I'm not good with, like, if someone, I don't mean it the way it sounds, but notices me, because I've had a few people notice me when I'm out and I've been like, oh yeah, that's me, hi. My sister thinks it's hilarious because I've been with her before and she's been like, oh my god, they knew you, you're like famous. It's like, no, I've just got a known face within card making, that's it. But it is funny. best was in IKEA, and it was the guy and his wife. And he just kept looking, and he came up to me and he went, "Are you from the telly?" And I was like, "Not really." And he said, "Oh, your face is familiar." I said, "Oh, do you watch Craft TV?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, that's it. That's where we've seen you." Like, yeah, I guess that's it was broadcast on telly, I guess. Like, those of you that know me, you know I'm not into any of that stuff, so I'm much happier in my four walls of my craft room than all that stuff. But yeah, if anybody saw me, I'm more than happy to say hello. I just say hello to people anyway, so. And my sister thinks it's fab. She's like, when I first had my first Create and Craft TV. These are, I'm using the blender, the colourless one for that, by the way. That's the peach number 26, and I'm using the warm grey WG one. And she just thinks it's brilliant. Has anyone? No, I've had photos, but not autographs. That would be really odd. No one needs. You don't need that. I don't mind a photo. And that was only at the craft show, to be honest. And then the guy in IKEA and his wife. So yeah, I was like that when I first met you. Oh, Vicky, you are funny, bless you. It's weird. It must be a really weird, like, for those big celebrities. I mean, because you're I'm myself. It's just me. Nothing's changed. Just some people now recognise my face, but it is odd. But I think because I don't do TV no more, it's not as bad. And you don't see my face when I do the lives. So I'm happy with that. Oh dear. I showed my family the video when you shared the cards people sent you, and when you did mine, I said I was famous for being on your video. Going to have to get some big sunglasses and have no chance. Told you I'm never into any of that. No, thank you. No, don't matter how much money I make, how big the brand is, or anything like that. Right. Who is it? Who's that real big? Keanu Reeves. He, I mean, he's like multi-millionaire, whatever, isn't he? But he's still. I think he still lives in a really basic house or something, someone was saying. Or there's him and his older wife, I think, but they live a very basic life, very quiet, very humble. And I was like, yeah, that will be me. I won't be no Sarah Davis on Dragon's Den. Ever. I'm not a very good salesperson anyway, not the business side of things. She must have so many, like, oh, I just couldn't do it. Hats off to her. She's younger than me, but that's just manic. I mean, I know she's got lots of people working for her that probably do a lot of it, but still. We know what you look like. Ah. Excellent though, I get it, because when I've told you the story before, when I've been to Crafty Telly, that was number 35. I was excited to meet some, people that I'd admired and looked up to in the crafting industry, and I won't ever say the people, but there was a couple who really kind of let me down. It was a really I was so like, oh my god, there's so and so, and yeah, the vibe off TV is very different to the vibe on telly, and I was just like, I had Lou, because obviously Lou knows a lot of people, and when I told her, she said yeah, which is a shame. So I'd like to think that for anybody that does ever meet me, I am exactly the same as I am here. In fact, Vicky, you can vouch for me. What you see here is the same. I think I'm an overshare anyway, so I can't hide that. It's just how I am. So yeah, there can be disappointments sometimes. Did I use the right one? No, it's a darker one. Crumbs. 35. When you're really famous. No, but I know, Simone, you'd be my biggest fan because Simone's the biggest Strictly fan out of us. If I did, Simone, I'll get you backstage pass, all right? I might be the Angela Griffiths, is it, her age by the time I go on, but if you're still around. Oh, thanks, Vicky. That did make me chuckle. What other colour are we going to do? We'll do some nice light greens as well to match in with it. Good to be recognised for the lovely things you create and not like some people who do bad things. Yeah, no, there is that as well, isn't there? We'll do a green ruler. The green I'm using is 59, pale green. You'd recognise my chuckle. You'd hear me down an aisle somewhere in Co-op, be like, I recognise that chuckle. Me too, I love Strictly. Yeah, our doggy's second birthday today. I'll be making him a... Oh, happy birthday to your lovely little pooch. I'll give you a 10. Oh, Ripon, that's it, yeah. That's how old I'll be. If there was ever any hope of me going on that show. Oh, it's very funny. I use these in the ink pad actually. We'll do these three. So we'll do green. Oh, I should have used the lighter. If that ever happens, if you get your colourless blender, just go back over it, you can kind of like bleaches it. Doesn't like completely get rid of it, but it's as good as. You'll all get to meet Sam when we do the crafting cruise. Yeah, that's more likely to happen than me going on Strictly. Let's put it that way. I'd vote for you, thanks. Who would I want to dance with? That's the thing. Who would you dance? Who, if you could go on Strictly, Simone, who would you dance with? So yeah, it's been a long time since I've watched it properly. So I think for me, I don't even know if they're on it anymore, and I couldn't remember their names, to be honest. Anton, yeah, he's good. He's the judge now, isn't he? Is that right? Can you dance? I mean, I know, like, I've got rhythm, I guess, but I did actually, tell you, I did do disco dancing when I was younger, and I got awards, but that was it. Dancing to 2 Unlimited, no. Does that class me as a dancer? Yes, I would, Louise. Yeah, I would. I'm quite good in those kind of situations. I am a bit of a, what'd you say, survival. I like those kind of things. I've got no issues with like camping and getting muddy. The eating things would be hard just because I wouldn't not do it, but I don't know, I'm not, what's the word I'm looking for? I'd just be sick all the time. I guess my stomach's weak is what I'm trying to say. I've got a bit of a weak stomach, but I would still do it. But I'd probably make everybody sick watching me. But yeah, I do that. I did apply for, who remembers Shipwrecked years ago? Like, I'm on about like early 2000s. I applied for that, and they, I got through to the stage where you had to submit your photo. So my sister took a picture of me in my bikini on the landing. So yeah, and that was like a, you know, a survival program. I can remember doing a class and to learn the 70s night feedback. Oh, I would like Anton, even though he judges. I've danced with James Jordan badly. Really, Lisa? That's so cool. Hi, hey, Alicia. Gio. Oh, is that the dancer? Giovanni. Is that what you call him when you're a fan? Gio. See you all next time. Take care, Rianne. I got the infinity circle. What are you on about? Hey, Monica. Let's do. Got to do that green. I'm just trying to stick with these colours that I've got. See, they weren't strange for Asian people. That's what they ate. So I only ate the food that they eat over there. It's just not stuff that's, we're familiar with. What was different? Trying to think what I ate now. Done those the wrong way around, didn't I? Lots of different seafoods, different fish, which was all lovely. What did I have? Like the wet markets, you'd always find interesting foods. Yeah, I'm pretty adventurous. I've tried most things. Yeah, I tried those in is it Thailand? Down yeah, in Bangkok, down the what's that famous road where all the backpackers go? They've got them all down there. They don't really taste of anything. It's just crunchy. So it's almost like it's so burnt, not burnt, but it's just so well cooked. You wouldn't. It's just protein, I guess. I'm trying to think what I've had. Just it's mainly different seafoods and stuff, different fish. I was in Krabi in Rayleigh Bay. I tried some really nice fish. I mean, some of them look too nice, to have been eaten, but they're not on their the list of endangered species or anything. Snake, yeah, I've had snake cooked before. That was cooked in, in fact, that's probably where I had mine, Norma, was Vietnam. I've had snails in France. They were lovely. I know I've had some, like I said, things that are different. I'm trying to think what else I've eaten. No, he's not. He always goes to Jay on a Wednesday. Mondays and Wednesdays. He's not usually here. Friday you'd hear him. Oh, the ice cream. Yeah, where they it goes onto that kind of really cold plate, and then they like scrape them off into little rolls. I saw a lot of that when I was out there. It's only more popular over here in the recent years. I used to love eating crab. I love crab. Absolutely love it. I got ostrich from oh my god, how weird's that? Is it ostrich? From Aldi the other day. Is it ostrich? It's new. Yeah, 2 ostrich steaks. And I thought, oh, is it ostrich? Yeah, it is. You got me thinking now. Yeah, so I'm going to have that one day this week. Have you tried them, Sandra? If you tried them, fair enough. But if not, don't mock it until you try them. They're really nice. I ate them right outside in a lovely restaurant outside the Notre Dame. Ostrich burger in Canada. Crab. Oh, lobster. Linda, if I had the money. Lobster's delicious. Yeah, it must be. That's what I've got. I'm a proper wimp when it comes to food. I never used to be massively... In fact, if you ask my mum, I was a really, really, really picky eater when I was a young girl. But I will eat anything now. And I think a lot of that's come from living in Asia, because I was invited into a lot of people's homes, and obviously out of respect. And do you know what? If you see some vending machine, or not vending machine, some, you know, like stall, and there's a ton of Asian people queuing outside of it, it's going to be delicious. And that's where I'd always go. If the locals were queuing for it and the locals were eating it, then I was going to eat it. And you're better off eating what the locals eat than eating any kind of Western food in Asia. It's generally not going to be what you expect, and it's going to be made from crappy meat, from just weird stuff. Eat like a local if you go abroad. That's my biggest kind of tip, I would say. And it's cheaper. Street food is so much cheaper. I'd have lovely meals for like £1. Noodles, all different, beef rangdang. I used to absolutely love that. So that's what I had them in, garlic butter. They were lovely. I'd be like Lucy Ricardo and put the snail spoon. Oh, I don't know who she is. I don't know that. Still laughing about your reorganising. Do you know what? Yeah, I need to address that actually, Shirley. You just reminded me. I don't think people got my kind of tone in my second post, because so many people going, Sam, you do you and ignore what people say. And I was like, no, it's not meant like that. It was for all you lot that had your OCD and need things straight and in order. I thought, right, I'm going to bloody change it. And actually I preferred the change, and I thought, right, I'm going to post. So I put, what did I word it? I've seemed to have angered some, what did I put? Anyway, yeah, so apologies for those who thought I was like really meaning people had been mean to me. No one was mean to me. I just think it's my humour. Maybe it didn't read well for some, but anyway. It is what it is. Yeah, it's the best part, Alison. And I also found as well, I found the nicest people, the best little stories. They then tell you, go there for dinner, or if you want to get something, you know, I think that's how you stumble upon better things, is stick local. It's always overpriced anyway when they, if you eat in the touristy bits and stuff. So, yep, I would always recommend eating local. Offended, that was it. Yeah, definitely was not offended. I was laughing. I thought, I was like looking at the comments thinking, oh, here we go. Oh, I would have done it this way and I would have done it like that. And I thought, right, actually, whoever said about having them staggered is the correct way for a filing cabinet, which I realised after I'd done it. So I thought, actually, that does look better. But I do it to wind you all up. Nobody bothers me. I've got very thick skin. And I like to have if anybody like says anything negative to me on YouTube, or I don't know, not that I don't get any trolls at all, it's not like that, but I don't delete their comments, I'll reply to them. I like to have a conversation. If you're going to come at me with something negative, then, you know, I'll talk to you back, and usually it gets resolved or explained better, or they just disappear and never respond to me again. So that's just how I've always been. You've got to be thick-skinned to do social media, any kind of social media. As soon as you put something out there, if you're putting it out there to share, then you're putting yourself out there for criticism. So you've got to kind of take it if you get it. I still get the funny comments now, people saying you talk too much, and it just makes me laugh, because I think I'm teaching you how to make a card. I can't mime it. And my teachers always told me I talk too much. Well, I'm sorry, but it's made me the living I've got today. So if you don't like it, there's a mute button, or skip. I just laugh, because I just think, you're the one that's here. You're the one that's here. You're the one that's watching. I'm not forcing you. I'm not paying you to watch me. If you don't like me, just keep going. It's really not going to upset me, but it's upsetting you more. So usually I just thank them. So they're like criticising me about my voice. I go, thank you, thanks for listening, come again. Most of the time that just really irritates people. And then I get more of a kick out of that, so it makes me laugh. I don't care if it upsets you, if you're going to leave something crappy on my page. No. You know, sometimes, I've done a measurement wrong. That's fine. I'll be like, I'm so sorry, and I'll, you know, get it changed, or I'll edit it, or I put something in the captions. That's totally fine. Let them have their little... It's the first time I've heard them today, actually. I always shower them in love. A troll and any kind of haters, they hate the love, and I'm not a hate person. I don't have that in my life. I don't surround myself with negative people. I surround myself with nice people. So if anybody is negative, then I'll just say, would you like... One time I did, and I think it's still up, like I said, I never delete anything. I said, oh, I think you need a hug today, would you like me to come over? I'm like, you're the one that's got out of bed today and shows violence, not me. Yeah, so... But all my retail years, everything, I've been spoken to like crap from customers and stuff. So it's just, it's kind of helped me, it's trained me for this. So, yeah. But yeah, don't take it to heart. That's all I can say. Really do not take it to heart. They're the ones that are probably going through a bit of a crap time, to be honest. Anyway, enough of that. I don't even know how I got down to that topic. Oh, that was it from the post that I put up. Just be nice, that's all we've got to do. Have a much nicer world. Yeah. And I also sometimes think as well, not everyone at the end is of sound mind. You know, everybody has access to the internet and social media, you know. So I do also sometimes think, who is at the other end? What mental state are they in? I'm not going to sit there and start. And I'm not one of these who takes a screenshot and then puts it up on my page saying, oh, I'm so fed up with all these, you know, and publicises it all. You'll never see me do that. I've never once done anything like that. Because, one, I just don't want to give them the, you know, my time. Working in retail can be savage. Oh, yeah, it was horrible sometimes, Adele. I've been called the worst names you can think of. I've had stuff thrown at me. All kinds of things. Yeah. There's some horrible people out there, really are. In fact, one time someone was really horrible. They came back in like a week later and she apologised. And she said she was going through a really tough time. And, you know, I accepted the apology, it's fine. I was being professional and stuff. But again, it's just an example there of... I'm not saying that she was allowed to do what she did to me, but most of the time there's a reason why people are the way they are, and it's because they're going through the crap. So I'll just let them. I've said to a few people in the past, would you like a sticker? Do you need a sticker? I've always been quite outspoken, not in a bad way, only when I felt it's needed. My mum would tell you that. I've spoke to people that have stared before at me, or the dirty old man. You know, yeah, I guess my tongue could get me into trouble. Touch wood, it hasn't, but I'm also not someone that will just let you stand there, you know, and just say it. I'm a big protector, you know. I protect those closest to me. it surprises me of how many mean comments I see on posts for crafters. I'm always like, wow, seriously, shocks me sometimes, because people that are crafters can be so hateful. Yeah, they can. And I think it's in any industry. I don't think it's just our one. But also, a lot of these, they wouldn't say it to your face, you know? They just sit behind their keyboards. What else we got left? We need to do the paper. They sit behind their keyboards, but they wouldn't dare say it to you. And I think sometimes, like, why are you getting so irate about a bit of paper? Like, really look at the bigger picture. You know? Hi, Kate to the party. Oh, late, I think that was, wasn't it? I was thinking, who's Kate? Are you Kate under an account that's called Denise? Hi, Simon, everyone. Just a quick check-in from Sunny. Oh, just rub it in, Claire. Claire's in Mexico. But she's celebrating her 50th, so we'll let her off. I hope you're having a lovely time. When people rant and rave about stupid nonsense. Yeah. I just do not follow their pages. I do not. No, I'm not into any kind of drama things. I will just go right past it. None of that appeals to me whatsoever. I like just things about happy dogs, cute dogs, and that's what I want. Yeah, I just don't want that in my head. It doesn't go well. I can't sleep well if I'm just like watching negative things. Don't get me wrong, I can watch a good horror. I love that. But I just like, I like us. I like our little community we've got here, our little niche. You know, in the 4 years we've been on here, we've never had anything really bad happen in our chats, ever. We've had the odd, like, spammers come in, share, like, a weird link or something. But we've got a really good group here, and I'm so proud of that. And that's come from, I think, the fact that, you know, we just, yeah, it's well kind of managed, but we're also just a load of very like-minded people in here. I think we just kind of get it, you know. I think they know we will. We're all ready, aren't we? We're all protectors. We'll protect this group at all costs. We're just amazing people. We are. You know, definitely shout it from the rooftops. I am a good person. You're all lovely. And I know if I did get to meet a lot of you, I think we would really genuinely get on. Oh, thank you, Denise. I love this group. I mean, yes, it's over 4 years now, isn't it? Because I started it in the March of lockdown. Who knew, eh? Life is too short to worry about negativity from others. Yeah, and it drains you. You carry that burden and all that hatred on you, just let it go. I've had a lot going on in the last 4 years, and one day I just woke up and I thought, I've got to let it go, because I was the one getting more hurt. And as soon as I started to do that, a lot of things changed in terms of my health, but also my mindset. You know, you're the one that is hurting. The other person doesn't even know. You know, most of the time, whatever you're annoyed about, whoever it is, whatever it is, they don't know. But you're the one that's having a sleepless night. And so I did. I made some big changes and got my butt in gear. I know those papers don't all properly line up with the one underneath, but it's fine. They're so little, I don't think you're really going to notice that. That's all right, Deborah. We don't mind. You can watch as much as you like. You don't need to comment. Someone's saying I've frozen. All looks good my end. I did check last week, and I don't think there was an order put in, Barbara, so I don't know if it's been updated. You have to do an elder sometime and just... What's that? An elder? And sometimes just let it... Oh, Elsa? Are you on about Frozen, Christine? Let it go. Was I gone? I don't know. I didn't see that I'd gone. It says more about them than you, and if you change nothing, then nothing changes. Exactly. Oh, I don't know what happened, guys. I didn't see anything change my end. If anyone's having any problems, just restart it, come out, come back in again. That usually solves it. My manager used to sing that to me when I got stressed in work. It's so true though. Things that I used to stress about in life, and I just think, gosh, why did I let that really, really get on top of me? And I know there are some things that are, you know, you're going to stress about. That's just life. But if you can let it go, let it go. Oh, did some of you lose me, did you? I did not know. Didn't know I'd gone anywhere. I've got a little wad of paper. Got our card, platform. The tape just needs to be grey. And then I'll do the accent glaze. I'll just use the little blender over the top of that. Maybe someone rang me and I just didn't look up at my, but I have got it, definitely got it in flight mode, so it shouldn't have. Maybe it was just a little glitch. Don't need that one. They're done. Oh, so it's just these two. So we'll do, what have we got a lot of? Maybe a bit more yellow. Let's have, we'll do a yellow bottle. Do that, and then that can be yellow. Don't sweat the small stuff, because you just get on, yeah, you just get one life, definitely. I love this group, the lives. I don't say a lot, but everyone is so friendly. I love being here and watching and reading the comments. Oh. I don't know, sometimes I'll put lives on, and sometimes I just like it on as a bit of company. It's just nice to just have someone chatting in the background and stuff. What's my stomach? What's everyone having for dinner? I might have that ostrich, you know. I try and stack all the different meat and whatever I'm eating for the week, like from in date order. I might have that with like some wedges. So we've got a little quick grab glue, and our accent glaze can be, I think, green. Yeah, we'll do the green. Getting more birds now, guys. Bird watch. Dad's brought me a little book. I've got my binoculars. So we've got the 2 jays, a fat squirrel, the wood pigeons, lots of wood pigeons, crows. I keep using the wrong green. It's annoying. Don't get any seagulls, so that's good. What else have I been getting? Oh, and I had a couple of small little finches. Definitely saw a robin, but I don't know what the other one was. So I need to start looking in my book. Pork loins and sausage casserole, nice. Chicken and chorizo stew, salad and new potatoes. I've started eating a bit more salad now. Everything's starting to taste nicer. I always find that, especially in the UK, the fruits, well, I'm fruit as well, but salad stuff just doesn't really taste as good. Like cucumbers just taste a bit flat, and I don't know. Even the imported stuff just doesn't taste as good. But in the summer, I've got strawberries actually in meringues. I might have some of them for my dessert tonight. Oh, I need to do that orange. Didn't finish. Oh no, the black, not the orange. Lasagna, tuna pasta. No idea. Oh, you're going over hers. Oh, it'll be nice. That's better. Right, I think we're done. Now we can get it all cut out. We had a robin looking for worms the other day in the rain. Oh, it's just stopped raining now. It's been horrible. It's been raining most of the day today. Rubbish. Rubbish day. Put them away later because I like to put them back in order. Fish pie and peas, nice. I've not had fish pie for ages. Salmon cream cheese spring onions done in a foil parcel with savoury. Oh, that sounds delicious. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Tell me about it, Deborah. It's literally, I don't even think we've really had a full day anywhere in the UK where it's not rained. It's just been non-stop. Right, so let's really put these plates to the test in my die machine. Oh, I picked up some Kievs from Aldi the other day. So I've got them as well this week Sunday. I was always told if a robin visits. Yeah, I'm a big believer in that. And that happened to me the day before my wedding when I was setting up the marquee. And a robin come into the marquee and sat on one of the tables, and it's when we'd all finished. We were all just kind of sat there like getting ready to go, and the robin come in, and my mum was like, oh my god, it's a robin. I was like, it's Grandad. Grandad's come to say wish me good luck, or probably actually he was telling me don't do it, but anyway. Do make myself laugh. There we go. So they work well. So if you have got my machine, like I said, you're frustrated that you've not been able to get new plates, then I think you can get them on Amazon. In fact, Craft Stash might even have these plates. I haven't even looked. Make a good cookbook, yeah. It's good though, because so many of you do then get ideas for your dinner when you see what people are commenting. Especially you over the across the pond, because you're just starting your day. So a lot of you are like, oh, I haven't even got up. I don't even know what I'm having for breakfast. Make me laugh out loud. Who loves reviews? Who loves reviews from the bank? What a waste of time that was. Oh, I don't know what you mean. What, they asked you to fill one out? Laughing is the best medicine, yeah. In hindsight, it was probably don't do it, Sam, yeah. Well, let's, you could see in the future. So he was like, no, don't do it. Alright, do all these ones first. I didn't realise how quickly birds eat everything. I've got a big hanging fat ball that's in a big, what's it called? What are those that fall off a tree? And when it's like sunny, they close up and then they open up. Oh my god, the name is completely gone. What are they called? Anyway, it's in one of those. I got it from B&M, I think it was. I went to the B&M superstore with Nan. She loved that. She absolutely loved that day. We had a good old mooch around the new store in Plymouth. But it's just on by Marsh Mills roundabout, if anyone's familiar with Plymouth. A big superstore's open there with a garden centre and everything. She loved it. I was wheeling her around in her wheelchair, and she had the basket on her lap, but I was obviously piling it so high, and she was getting stuff as well. And I said, Nan, are you sure you're all right with this? She went, yeah, it's fine. She said, keep piling it on. I said, oh, people are going to think I'm like abusing you and just throwing stuff on your lap. And then she, and I kept asking, I said, you sure you're all right with all this stuff? Yeah. My legs are not, I can't feel my legs anyway, or something like that, she said. And I was like, I don't think that's a good thing. We came to the till and you could just see Nan's head like over all the stuff, and the lady was laughing. But she had a chuckle. So it was all good. Just wished I got more time with her. Dinner this evening is Marks and Spencer's prawn pasta. Oh, very fancy. Very, very fancy fish, Vicina. Oh, I'll tell you something, I'm glad I haven't got the Marks and Spencer's near me, because if I did, I'd be getting their meals all the time. My closest one is in town, so which I don't go into a lot. Or there's the one at Derriford, which I went to because we took Nan to Tim Hortons for breakfast on Saturday morning. She loved that. She had a donut and a cup of tea. Me and Mum had a breakfast wrap thing. So yeah. We're waiting for the results now because she's had her she had another CT scan on Monday. So now we got to wait for the results of that one. So fingers crossed. It's going to be good. I'm working Marks. Oh, do you? Do you get a discount as well then, Carla? I bet you've just always got Marks and Spencer's food. Well, in the summer I find I'm better with my dessert. In the winter I eat chocolate, so much chocolate. Terrible for it. But in the summer I like meringues and strawberries and yoghurt. So, yeah, that's a good thing. Because I don't want it on kiwi. I absolutely love the Aldi kiwis. They taste amazing. Your Nan Sam, she's fantastic. Thank you. So late today. What are you making? So I've done a pop-up little bag, but it's just taken a while because I want to colour all these bits, but I'm not in a rush today. I never really am on a Wednesday because it's all, my time's all for this. But what time is it? Because I can't see. Hang on, if I just come out of that. Oh, it's okay. We're okay. This is the longest part, is doing this. Once I've cut all these, it won't take me that much longer. Plus I've got to do my envelope as well, because you've got to tear me off otherwise. I've been in and out several times, but I keep losing the comments. Sometimes you might accidentally swipe them across. If you swipe from left to right, they come back. I did it just now, and I just swiped the other way. Every season is chocolate season. Strawberry meringues and honey. Yeah, love a little bit of honey drizzled. So delicious. So delicious. So I could have passed this all through, but then by the time I'd stuck each one down anyway, so. Yeah, you won't let me go now without doing the envelope. These do look nice though when they're all cut out. Try and do these ones and get them all done together. Okay. Need an envelope. I got my card and prize, Sam. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Louise. Card has gone up on my shelf as you have the food. Oh, I think that one's. Oh no, I think it's just slipped a little bit, that die there. I messed that up. Or did it? Oh no, it's fine. Oh yeah, no, it's missed the end. That's all right. I can cut that again. It's just the end. I can probably snip that myself, actually. Just missed that tiny, must have just been off the plate. There we go. It's great actually because all these images do fit in this mini machine. It's actually my old kitchen door. It's the barn door that I'm using for the minute. I'm not sure how long it will stay because I might buy a long piece of wood, nice piece of pine, get it cut for me, that runs the whole width of my craft room, and have it actually attached to the wall. You shall see. That one. But it looks good. I like the space that it's given me. So yeah, this can be any kind of bag. I'm doing mine as a craft bag, but it could be a tool bag, sewing bag, school bag. It could just be full of lots of flowers popping out of it. Oop. What do you have to do to travel with them? It depends. You have to check if they're legal in the other country you're going to, if they're really strong painkillers. So just check the list for medication. If you go onto the government websites for travel, usually all that stuff's on there. And you have to declare them. But again, that's only if it's stuff that you've been prescribed. You just want to check. So if you're on prescription meds, but paracetamol, ibuprofen, stuff like that is fine. I travelled all over with all that lot and I never had any issues at all. But if it's anything really specific, you know, then I would definitely just get them checked out. You might need a letter from your doctor. Just check the different countries and stuff, it will all be explained. And the pharmacy probably be good at answering some of the questions as well. What's that one there? Pine is soft and will mark easily. You may want to look at... Well, this is pine. This door. I've always used my craft mats and stuff. I wouldn't cut onto it directly or anything. But I might get a proper countertop if someone's selling a piece and it's easy for me to get hold of. I don't know. I've got quite a few possibilities going on at the moment. So inhalers count as liquids. You have to take them out to go through security. I know you don't have to pack up all your liquids so much now in the bags, I don't think. I know that was coming into effect. I don't know if it is in place yet, but I know that was changing. Because, you know, you had to put everything under 100 ml, but I think that is stopping. I just don't know if it's actually... Tramadol you can't take abroad. Yeah, so it is worth checking it out. The last thing you want is them taking it away from you, because that's not going to be any good. Come in late, sorry Sam, better. That's all right. Recent prescription with you, yeah. It won't be that you won't be able to. People, you know, travel with medication every single day, but it's just you want to make sure that you're covered. We went to Bordeaux last week and liquids in bags was still an operation at Gatwick, was it? Because when me and Mum were... No, it wasn't me and Mum. So when I went away with my friends, so that would have been... Was that last year? No, it was me and Mum last year. When was I at the airport last? God, I can't remember. It wasn't that long ago. I thought it was 20... I'm sure actually it said 2024, so maybe it's coming into play this year then. I know it is being lifted. Nearly done. Of course I decided to stamp and colour and cut every image, well, nearly every image in this set. Oh, another year, is it? it was definitely like 2024, because I thought, oh, that's not long to wait, so they must have delayed it a bit. Oh, I just realised we haven't got a colour there. I might just add just the warm grey. Okay, this is something there then. That'll bug me later. Only if the airport has a new scanner. Ah, okay. Yeah, I imagine it's going to cost a lot of money. Or is that because the scanners are so good that they can detect if the liquids were, you know, something other than liquids? Did you finish your banner? Yeah, I finished it in a video. And I put a post up with it hanging in my craft room. I think it's on my Instagram. But it also went onto my Facebook page. Okay, my iPad's just gone off, which is frustrating. So I'm going to have to let that charge, which it will. I don't know why that charge isn't holding. It's like, you know, you can buy those like cheapy extensions, like chargers. I don't think, because it's not a proper Apple one, I don't think it's giving it enough juice when it's on a live. It seems to be alright when I watch like movies and stuff, but when I'm live it like can't hold the power that's being used. So I will just going to open up my laptop just so I can see the chat. I can see a couple of them on my phone, but that's just too small. Oh, have you been through one of them already? Quicker going through security. Why are you not going in properly? Make sure you line your plastic up. Oh my goodness, why am I having such a fight with this? Just go in. Right. Okay, so we've got that. Let me just open up my laptop. Okay, so this is our little pop-up bag, which is now nice and secure. I've got to add the acetate onto the front. We're going to add little pockets, and we're going to have all things popping out, a little handle on it, but I'm definitely going to take 1/2 inch off of that. I'm just going to cut it by hand. Let's just update my live feed here. Just let me get the chat back up again. I find it's more instant on my laptop anyway, so at least I can see the current comments. I've yet to go through a scanner with my titanium chip in my boob. Apparently it's likely to go off and I ain't getting it out of the check. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm going to trim mine down purely because I just want it a little bit lower so that I can have more popping out. Haven't got that much space with it where it is, but obviously it's going to vary for everyone. That is funny. I can't get that through my trimmer now either. No, I'm going to have to do it by hand. Not bad. I eyeballed that quite well. That's better. I'll put a little trim on it anyway. Right, let's make a couple of tiny little pockets for the front. What I'm going to decorate it with. I might have to use the crafty paper to decorate it actually. So let's do 2 little pockets on the front. or 3, maybe 3 little pockets that are 1 1/4. Yeah, mine are going to be 1 1/4 wide. These are going to be dinky little pockets, but they look cute. So I want to do, I'll give you the measurements in a minute. I just need to get this, and then 1 1/4. That's going to be fine. Just trim this one. And then if we do them, I might do square, do 1 1/4 high as well. Yeah, that's going to be fine. So 1 1/4, and then a little concertina bottom. Let me just check this one and I'll give you the measurements, and you can cut yours. Excuse me. Had to miss most, so looking forward to replay. You seem to be completely over your shingles, Sam. To be honest, it never really, it was just an achiness, and I think I cut that one off. Oh, poop, I thought I added an extra. Did I leave it on there? Oh, poop. I think when I was at my worst, I didn't realise I had shingles. I just worked through it. I can do 2 out of this. 1, 2, 3, 1 1/4. 1, 2, 3. 1 1/4. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, let me just, I'm going to make sure I get this right. Oopsie cut. So that one is 1, 2, and on the third one, can't see because the way my light's hitting this. 1, 2, 3, it's hitting my scoreboard funny. I'm struggling to see. Right, and then that last one. So these are going to be tiny pockets, but I think they're going to look quite sweet. I'll cut that one again in a minute. I just want to make sure I cut the right bits away. To be honest, I'm going to just cut all that away because this is just pretend pockets, so we don't really need to make sure things aren't going to fall out of them. I'll give you the measurements in a sec. I just wanted to be 100% that this is right. Hubby's just informed me that it will be sausage and not bacon with the pancakes. Are you okay with that, Benita? So that one. I reckon we don't need the bottom either. It's just pretend, so we can get rid of that bit. So as long as that goes up inside. There we go. That's going to be one little 3D pocket. If you remember the little gardening bag that I made for the retirement, similar to that. So you want to cut yourself 3 pieces of 2 3/4 by 2. Okay, 2 3/4 by 2. Along the 2 3/4 side, you're going to score out 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and 3/4, and then 2, 2 1/4, and 2 1/2. Rotate, and you're going to score again at 1/4 inch. Actually, no, because we don't need that bottom bit. So it's actually a piece of 2 3/4 by 1 1/2. So do the same scoring that I just told you along the long side, but along the short side you just need to score at 1/4 inch. Okay. Anybody need me repeating that again? I'm going to cut myself another one, so I appreciate that some of you might not have got that, because I changed it. I just wanted them to look a little bit 3D, but they're not real because we're going to be sticking everything in so it won't fall out. 1, 2. Just wondering whether I could use 1, 2, 3. I can use that one here. Another bit of scrap. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 1/4, 1 1/2. Do I need to go over those score lines again for anybody? Just woke up, catching the end, playing and wait for patient allocation game. So do I try to go back to sleep or watch this? No, everyone all right? Who is still crafting along, or are you all just watching? Oh, Alison, hang on then. So it was a piece of 2 3/4 by 1 1/2. Along the 2 3/4 side, you're going to score it 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch, and 3/4. And then at 2, 2 1/4, and 2 1/2. And then rotate and score at 1/4 of an inch. Okay. Just watching. I'm crafting along and making a basket of butterflies. Nice. So you want to fold it so that you've got the base is just that little one. Oh, sorry. So cut away the 3 little squares in each corner. You have 3 little squares. Cut those away, and then concertina in the sides. Fold up the bottom, and we've got these little faux pockets. To be honest, you could probably get away with not even having the bottom one, but I think that would just kind of bring it all together a little bit. So I've got my 3. I need to decorate. I think I will use the crafty paper. See, the orange would look nice. I know it's stitching, but that could look quite nice on a bag because that would tie in really nicely. Look, with the oranges. So I think we'll go for this on each side. Well, the back is where I'd probably have my message, although it's going to be hard to write it. You could do it like that, lean it on the side of the table, I guess. I think that just looks nice, kind of just open. We'll see. I'll be sending this out to somebody anyway. So 4 1/4, if you want a border, that is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. So 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. I'm going to add a little bit of ribbon and punch some little holes as well, just so it does look like a proper little bag, more like a little caddy. Oh, I love these faces making a bold one at the moment. Oh, I can't wait to start seeing other people's. Like I said, someone did share one earlier. I think it was for her friend, and she was the one popping up, so she'd made it look like her and her friend. So yeah, if you do share your cards, say who, if you've made them to look like people, like just put in the comments, this is my brother, or this is me and my daughter. I love watching the process. Just watching, too nosy to to craft along. I like just watching people do things, so I get it. I think when I do the YouTube video, I'll probably decorate all the bag before I stick it in, because I think it'd be easier for most. I mean, it's still okay, but like the pockets, you're going to have to try and kind of slide them in there. So, yeah, that's how I've got it. Just fold that one up, and then those two. To be honest, I'm not even going to put glue on the bottom one. I'm waiting to see who makes the sad face. Oh, gosh, if I start getting these as Christmas cards and stuff, and it's me, you know, well, we've got the craft supplies now, so you could do a little craft room. That'd be hilarious. And just fold them in. And I'm going to get this one down. I'm going to have to open this up and sit down just so I can get myself. I need to fold that in a bit better. So I can get it in the middle. Why is that not folded right in? I might need to just take a little wedge off because I don't think that's going to let me. That's better. You might find you do end up cutting away that piece inside, to be fair. That's better. Yeah, I think I am going to remove that. You're not going to need it, guys. So this is what I said about the lives. They do, you know, things do change. It's how I kind of learn, and we just want this to look like pockets. It doesn't have to really work. And just kind of, to be honest, where you place them's up to you. I've gone low down because I want things popping out of them. And to make sure as well that it is all gonna, yeah, it's gonna fold down. Well, that's what I do before I go, you know, and make my YouTube videos. There's been lots of changes when I've done my, some things I know I can just do it first time and I know it's going to work because it's like a simple fold or a, you know, an updated version of something that's already done. Kind of in the middle. It's definitely going to be easier to do this when you've made the whole thing, because I'm not perfectly in the middle, but it's kind of there. That one is needs to come up a bit actually. See if I can move that one up. Got it lined up with the bottom of the pattern paper. There, yeah. Which one do I need to move? It's the middle one. Something not right with that, but I think it's going to rip the paper. It's going to rip the paper too much. I'm just going to have to go with it. I think once I start putting things in and maybe decorate the front a little bit more. Right, let's punch the holes. Right, how about I just roughly line these up? 1 and 3, 1 and 3. So I'm coming in 1 3/8, but you may decide you want to do yours differently. Yeah, I think once stuff's in it, you're not going to notice, but definitely we'll be decorating this before I stick it in. I'm just punching through both layers at the same time. And get the ribbon through at the end, I think. But you can see already it's going to look really quite fun. Actually, no, I think I need to put the ribbon in now because then I can stick stuff against it. Let me just... What colour ribbon should I do? Pink? Yeah, I think pink. We've got... That's quite nice. Let's go with this one. And just stick them inside. I'm going to kind of have it so it hangs down. Blue would be nice. I'm just sticking with the colours that I've used. So we've used pinks, yellows, and greens and orange. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just to the top, and then I'll trim it in a minute. Because I'll be sticking things over the top of this and you won't see it. And that way it keeps the ribbon facing down then. It has to be pink. Just like that. If that paper was yellow, blue and minty green tiles, that would look like a bathroom wallpaper in my kitchen. Really neat all day. It's 3:05 AM, but I love watching from these. Ah, have you woken up or have you just not gone to sleep yet? Let's stick the other side down. I think the YouTube one, I'll do a men's tool one. I'll use the all the tools. And then I've got one of each then. Little toolkit one, to look cute. I'm making Christmas cards at the moment. I can't share them as it's not one of Sam's cards, but it, oh, I've lost, where's that gone? That's the thing, I can only see a few. Where did that go? But it was inspired by a card someone sent Sam at Christmas that had a staircase in it. If this was you and inspired you. The staircase, what, the Z fold card? That had the staircase in it. There's quite a few with staircases in, to be honest. Father's Day, yeah, I've already got that. I've already done my dad's. I think I've done birthday and Father's Day for my dad. I know I've got my brother-in-law's football one. That's done. That was with the goalpost. And then we're going to stick stuff over that so you won't see the insides. Looks so cute. On the fronts there I'm going to have to stick some more of the orange, so that'll be 1 by 1. Oh no, hang on, they're 1 1/4. Yeah, 1 by 1. Yes, I've done a garden one with the gnomes. That was quite big. That was the whole card size. If I do a little pop-up tool kind of bag, I think that would be quite sweet. Yes, it is. Because I'm trying to show you, you need to have it open if you're going to decorate it this way, because it is hard to. Yeah, that's completely skewed. I'm going to use this glue actually. Yeah, it's going to come together in a minute once I get everything in the bag. I'm just annoyed that that one in the middle is wonky, but it is what it is. We will disguise it. Oh, blue. Thank you. So it's always, you're getting the base down. You know, it kind of looks a bit bland, a bit plain. I think it's folded wrong. I think I've gone a bit skew with the fold on that. That's what's done it. You see, look, it goes like off to on an angle. Because actually, if that was to be straight, then they are all the same. So that's my dodgy folding, actually. frustrating me. Oh well, right. So let's start. We've got the big things that we want to actually have in, and every time you put something in, you've got to make sure that it's all going to fold and fold flat. So you might want to pop these all in whilst it's down like this. The scoreboard more promising. It's funny, the scoreboard, look. Was it kind of similar, but a little bit different? That looks cool. And then I can put like a blending brush, or the scissors actually could go kind of in front. So I think we'll stick those down. Yeah, I said that, Linda. You must have joined when before, you know, after I'd said that. I said for YouTube, I'm going to stick it in last. Actually, I know I want that one behind anyway. I think my glue is out. This is going to go way over today, which I don't mind, but not as much as I thought it would. I haven't even put the acetate on. Why is this taking so long today? It's because of all the colouring, I think. Yeah, it's all about the detail. Yeah. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. And then I can just slot in. Let's get the 3 blending brushes in the pocket. 1, 2, 3. They look cute. I need to use my tweezers now, actually. Love it. Karen, thank you. And then I was going to think that maybe look good down there. The paper, that needs to kind of wedge that in there. I did leave a gap. Might just trim off that, and then I can get it down further. That's better. And then, so we need the card with love. That needs to kind of come out as well. I mean, I guess what I might even do for the YouTube one is put another little panel in side, so you can have stuff stuck to the back and the front, so you've got a bit more depth in there, but it's got to be able to fold flat each time. So you might not be able to. But you get the idea anyway. Maybe we do scissors in that one, and then the ruler. Maybe the ruler could be. The ruler could even be higher up. The tools, let's do these 3 little tools in a pocket. Thank you. But yeah, like I said, imagine this with anything really. Any tools, any craft, flowers, could have birthday balloons popping out of it. Just use that as a base to then put whatever you want on. I do really like it though. Every time I add something to it, I'm like, oh, that looks really cool. If we put one of the accent glaze, I have to put this glue on, just popping out the top there. The only thing with decorating it before, I think I'll give you the measurements of the height that you need to stay within, because obviously I'm checking that it all folds within there. Once you get those bits on, obviously everything else is fine, but yeah, just check. I'll be able to see the writing on everything. Oh. I think I've got it caught in one of the pockets on the side. There we go. That's better. I'm going to pop. I've lost one of my tools. That's better. Front or behind? I kind of like it behind, I think. Just get away with that one. Yeah, well, I've got them for my storage, which I'm starting to edit, so they'll be coming soon. I think the scissors need to go down in there. Maybe that one can go. Oh, what happened to those? Just stick, for Christ's sake. Everything else is going in. I might stick that onto the back because you don't have to see everything really easily. That one could actually go onto the back of there. And even like that could just sit behind, but on the... Yeah, I thought I was struggling. All my glues have just started to run out at the same time. Need to refill them. And then the tape. You kind of need it. I might snip off that bit. Like that. Love it. Love it when a plan comes together. So that's how it will pop out of your card. Doesn't that look cute? I mean, yeah, you might want to tidy up the back. You could put some tissue paper in there as well. I think that's adorable. It could just be a little card on its own as well, this piece. You could, you know, seal off the bottom. Put a little, like, sign in, like a planter. You know, where you have your little labels on and stuff. I think that's adorable. Absolutely adorable. Right, let's get my acetate cut and a sentiment. This has ended up going to be a 3-hour bloody craft along. So, sentiment-wise, we will go for the crafty sentiment. Get the acetate, because I might have two little sentiments actually. So I'm going to cut myself. It's just under A4. Going to be, might come up a little bit. Yeah, 5 7/8 exactly, wasn't it? Yeah. Why did I not measure that correctly? 5 7/8. It's a bit skew with. Just double checking. Must have been a bit wonky. Yeah, that's going to work. Again, I will put this all on before you'd put everything else together, but it is what it is. This is how they go. So, which sentiment? I like the Craftaholic with no signs of recovery one. What about enjoy for a little and then recycle me? What about life is a series of obstacles preventing me from crafting? A lovely card, guys, it really is, but I won't keep it. I'll give it away or send it out to someone. Weekend forecast. I don't want to do it as a birthday one because it's not going to be for birthdays. It's just a kind of, just because I will have my message probably there, and then on the front I will put the rest of that green because I had a bit left over. Just trim that down. That'll fit in there. Just no, it's a bit short. That would bug me. I'm gonna have to cut that properly. Or I just do white card. I think white, because I think the green's too clashing. It would bug me if I didn't line it up. I'm going to put white card on, and then I'm going to stamp the sentiment on this. So if I trim this to 5 7/8. Yeah, by 2, and we'll stamp the sentiment on this. Yeah, that looks much cleaner. Do a few little of the splats as well, which I like to use. Did I see any of you say about sentiments? Nope. Nope, just all saying you want the card. Okay, I'm going to choose the sentiment then. There are no mistakes, just lots of gemstones. Well, I haven't used any gemstones on that one. And there's no accent glaze. I like the Craftaholic one because it's your bag, isn't it? Full of it. Craft, Eat, Sleep, Repeat's another good one as well. Craft, Eat, Sleep, Repeat. I might do that one actually. Step away from the card. No, I don't need that one. Yeah, I'm going to do Craftaholic. No, I'm going to do Craft, Eat, Sleep, Repeat. Yeah, you could put a bottle of wine in there as well. I think it's a good one if you've got, you know, if you do go to like craft retreats and stuff with a friend. I think that's a nice one to send each other. Yeah, we need some treats. Put a couple of lollipops from the sweet treats set in there. Little Bob Ross. And then we'll do a couple of splats because the splats are just good. I think these just finish it off. Do kind of one up there. Where's my little splat? Oh no. Where's my little splat gone? Is it on there? Is it flung off somewhere? Oh, I think that's in my... Anybody got something like this? Oh dear, I've got all sorts in here. I need to sort that out. No, it's not in there. I'll have to use that one then. I just like the two. I'm not so keen on that one. That's more for like... Oh, it's there. Oh my goodness, I'm so blind. I bet some of you are saying it's next to you, Sam. Deary me. Honestly... Looks cool. No, stamp cup. Yep. Look at that. Oh, it just finishes it off so nicely. I'm going to do some more splats on the envelope as well. Sam, did you ever organise the crafting? Oh, what was that one? The crafting evening. Where am I? I keep losing your comment. Crafting evening, that was to include. Yeah, we did it. Me and Lou did it. Is that the one you're on about? I haven't done one since. But me and Lou did that with wine. And then I did my funny one with my rude stamps a few weeks ago. There's not been anything since then. I was sorting through my dies and bedtime discovered the attached to the watch. Oh, they find, you know, I found stuff in the most bizarre places. When I've been out shopping, I've found bits. There we go. The weight now that's added, you can see it does display nicely open. Oh, it's so cute. It's adorable. But yeah, I think for the YouTube one, I'm going to add another bar in the middle, do something. And maybe just suspend something so you can have more 3D bits in there. You just got to make sure those pockets are pushed down. What an adorable little card. Right, let's make our envelopes. Just see if it'll fit in a normal one. It should do. Because I've got loads of ready-made envelopes. Yes, perfect. Love it. Thank you, everyone. Oh, I'm trying to get it out. There we go. It does work. Right. Right, I got 18% now. I'm going to get the iPad starting to bring up the comments, otherwise it'll be delayed. It won't go back that far, so let me just bring up the live and then I can pick a winner once I've done this. Spoon, colour-wise, could do orange or green. Maybe green, actually. I need to get myself more. I haven't even got them all. 1, 2, 3, 6. And happy mail. Happy mail. No candle. I know, yeah. You've always got to trust the process, Rosemary, haven't you? So that one, and then we'll do... See if we've got any kind of bright flowers that match. Well, that's a good one. Canada, I like that. That's a good match. So's that one as well. Need a bit of a greeny colour. I've got books to put all these in, but the time it would take me to sit down and do it, I just always forget. Because I'd love to just be able to open my book. There we go, that's a nice one. Portugal. And just pick them out. Got anything orangey? Oh, look at that one. So let's swap out that one. So they're all kind of light colours there. They match really nice. We'll go with those. What's the curry? Is the curry ready yet? Who else was baking? There was someone else baking today, wasn't there? Like I said before, it's amazing what we can make from a plain piece of card. I know. That's why I don't think I'll ever tire of card making or just paper crafts in general. I just like making, like I said, for me it's more than a card. That's a little bit of art. I've just created, I know we call them cards and stuff, but it is just a nice piece of paper craft, you know. I don't think you always have to have someone to send it to. I've got lots of cards I've just made out of the sheer joy of it. I've got them on my mantle. I've got Alan. Alan's now there. Alan's got pride of place. Still got my Christmas card up, my Alice in Wonderland card. They're just little bits of art. Yeah, so a little bit of art. You know, some people, oh, what do you do for a living? Or, you know, make greeting cards, design greeting cards. Someone did say, oh, do people still send them? And I was like, yeah. But I was like, even if they didn't, I just think it's, I don't know, it's just, like I said, it's always been more than just a card for me. It's my hobby. What I love to pass the time. There we go. I always throw this bit away. I can keep it and use it on every card because it's always reusable. I need to just keep this now and put it in with the envelope, you know, with all the stuff. Just give this a little stir. I've still got the card displayed we made when the war started in the Ukraine. Yeah, I've still got my Ukraine card. I haven't got it displayed mine, but I have still got it. They go in like my little diary. Get some tissue. It's been so much easier standing up again though, doing all this, just moving around. And sorry, I usually warm when I put the heat tool on. Just bursting any little air bubbles that you get. It's always when the wax has just been cooked a bit too long that you'll get the bubbles if you really let it heat up. I'm going to save your wax. Give that a second. So pleased with this. Oh, I love it. What is white pudding? Same as black pudding. But it's not used with, it hasn't got the blood in it, has it? Is that what? It's the blood that makes it black, isn't it? I know I've had it once. Daughter just arrived. Have a nice evening. Oh, you too, Sally. Take care. It also distracts from pain for a lot of us crafting. Yeah, mental and physical pain. It's just like any hobby, isn't it? Well, not any hobby, because running and physical hobbies, let's say, it's not like those. But yeah, I love it. I get lost in it. And I think until you find a passion in life, no one gets it. You know, my friends all support me and they love what I do and they think I'm really, you know, creative and clever and stuff. But I think when you find something that you just absolutely love, like when I'm on holiday, I love going on holiday, but I can't wait to get back. I can't wait to get back and sit in this room and be around all the things I love. It just brings me so much joy. It don't matter what colour. I think we've discovered that Janet isn't too adventurous with her food. Brings your blood pressure down. There we go. Happy meal. Perfect match. And there's the front. What a cute little card. And it took me from start to finish. I didn't get going until about 1/4 past, so 2.5 hours to colour, cut, everything from scratch. It's a nice backdrop, isn't it? Or the wooden door. I get lost in my craft room. Yeah. Since having cancer, it's got me through the whole sorry saga. Oh, bless you. My husband makes his own black pudding. Love haggis. Haggis is something I've only had a few times. Yeah, I think, to be honest, I don't think I've had the best ones. Dedication. I love your demos and all the chat. Thank you, Chris. Oh, thank you, everyone. Very good for my mental health. Yeah, this got me through a horrible divorce. And, yeah, just life stresses in general. Come in and make a card. Like I said, even if you've got no one to give it to, it doesn't matter. People just don't get it unless they craft it. Exactly. My dad is very creative and he's got multiple, loads of different crafts that he loves. He's got his shed and he gets, goes out there for hours. My mum's obviously got her journaling and card making. I've got friends who are really into the sports, love fitness. It's their drug as such. And again, I get it when you're that passionate about something. That's why I've got more respect now for all people that make the little model. You used to walk past the stores where they'd paint all the Warcraft models and things like that. I never got that. Didn't get it. Years and years. I'm talking 25 years ago. Didn't get it. I was like, oh, it's a bit geeky. I totally get it now. And I actually, when I do see those stores, I see the people in there and I just think, I know how much joy you're getting right now. I know how much you love doing what you're doing. Anybody who's got a hobby, anybody I see who's made anything, any fairs I go to, any shops, and someone says, oh, I've made this. I just have a massive appreciation for that kind of thing now. don't need anyone when you're crafting it. So yeah, I made my grandson a card for his friend. The parent called my daughter-in-law and said how great it was. And that's just lovely, isn't it? Just having that, just someone saying it, it's just like, oh, it's the icing on the cake. So I passed my card to the neighbour and she said, oh, it's beautiful, thank you. What's fitness? I know, I forgot, Rachel. I think my body would go to a huge shock. Although I've got to join the running club. I keep telling myself, because I do enjoy that. It's another part of me. I do weirdly enjoy that. Running, it's just another mental kind of outlet for me. It's why I love the craft show demos. Yeah, they're good fun. As your MS get, oh bless you, Donna. So true, Sam. Lots of people don't get how it can take us hours to make a card. Yeah, and find the joy and patience for it. I mean, who knew we'd get so excited over a little blending brush stamp? Oh dear. Right, I'm going to go and choose a winner first, actually. As always, thank you guys for sticking around. So, I can't scroll back too far, but I'm going to stop on. And it's Debbie Plowman, and it says perfect. Let me just see, Debbie. Your name's kind of familiar, but that's probably because you've just been with me for a while and you've watched last year. I can't see your name. Last year, Debbie Rooter. Debbie Merchant, really far back. No, I don't think you've been called this year. Nope, definitely not down on the list. Congratulations, Debbie. Debbie Plowman. Plowman, Plowman. Congratulations, are you still here? You get the card. I might as well send it out to you. I'll probably start doing that. Maybe the cards I make in the live is the card you win. Then I've always got a, you know. There, I've seen you comment I have made cards for your mag before. So, because my comments are delayed. So I'm sure your comment's going to come up in a minute. I love it when the people that win are still in the chat. It's just nice. But I get it, not everybody can always stay till the end. You're welcome, everyone. Thank you as well. Julie Brown, congrats, Debbie. Thanks for sharing. I have to go. Take care, everyone. Take care, Rita. Is she there? Thanks for a great evening. You're welcome, Karina. I reckon there's about a 40-second delay from when you type to when I see it on my iPad. Yay, so please, Sam. You're welcome, Debbie. Drop me a private message with your address and I'll get this sent to you. And in terms of a price, you get to choose. I've added a few more bits, actually. I dug a bit deeper down. Oh, see if you want that, but then if you've made stuff for magazines you might not. Did you want this with all the magazine bits in? Did you see this? It's got, I think, how many did we count? Like 15 or 16, something like that. It's got all these in. It was that way actually, yeah. So there's that. So one day I'll win. Or I've got planner stencils, apple blossom stamp set there. It's been 3 years. There's this. I actually had 2 sent to me by accident. This has just been released today. I don't know if you've got the, to be honest, you don't need to have the rotating stamping platform, but this is beautiful. And it's the card. That's the card that I made using it. That's a spare that I got sent. So there's that. Yeah, I thought when you said you'd done magazines. I've then got these. 40th, 50th, 60th, 70th, 80th and 90th. Again, I had 2 lots. Because I get a lot of samples sent and some of the samples are perfect. So you would never know. No one ever wants the stamp bundle. It's like haunting me, Rachel. Any of these numbers, ones that you'd like? Oh, there's the Magic Roundabout set there. I've got more bits, but I'm sure there's something here that you want. Wow. I know, it's funny. You'll have them. Dies. Which one? 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 or 90? Oh, I don't know why they can't make it so... I guess they do it so they can filter them quickly. 60. There we go. It's yours. That's on its way to you. Just drop me a private message, like I said, with your address. And I'll get it out into the post. It won't be until probably the weekend, the end of the week. And then I'll get it out. There we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Debbie. Congratulations. Friday, I'm going to be making the pop-up wiper book card with one of the faces popping out. This is going to be fun. One of the heads is going to pop out. With the... I don't know what... I'm going to use a poem, probably the birthday poem. Yeah, so it should be fun. That's going to be Friday's mix and match. The new faces with the pop-up wiper book. So if you want to see a laugh, then yeah, join me Friday for that one. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm gonna I'll pick Monty up in half an hour, so I haven't got long left now. And yeah, enjoy your evening, rest of your day, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you all again on Friday. Take care, everyone.